After finding the clues on this album, it was time to look back to previous albums to see what had been missed before anyone caught on that the clues were there waiting to be discovered. Most agreed that the death of Paul occurred in November 1966. Thus, the Sgt. Pepper LP would be the first album to contain clues. The front cover was a gem of a find. One sees the four Beatles all holding instruments which are inappropriate to them. But of the four, only Paul is holding a wooden, for coffin instrument. It's also black, for death. Also, three Beatles are facing the camera at an angle, but Paul appears straight on as if he were being propped up by Ringo and George. The whole cover is a grave scene with the word Beatles being spelled out in flowers, red hyacinths, the mythological flower of death. The yellow flowers have been interpreted as being a left-handed bass guitar, complete with strings, or if one looks sideways, the yellow flower resembles a P for Paul. The personalities on the album are interesting. John Lennon on Tony Palmer's All You Need Is Love TV series commented that the people in the Sgt. Pepper cover, two are flying, two are not. Apparently an inside joke. Whatever the inside joke is, let's look at the personalities. First, Paul is the only one with a hand over his head, a symbol of death, representing the hand of a religious leader who blesses the body before it's interred. The owner of this hand, who is staring at Paul, is the writer Stephen Crane, most famous for his war story, The Red Badge of Courage. Mr. Crane himself died when he was 28 years old. Another of Mr. Crane's short stories is called The Open Boat and concerns four men who struggle to survive in a lifeboat. The one most determined to keep the group together dies in the ordeal. The other three, then, act as interpreters of the event.
Hey, this stuff is great. If you would like to order the